you have often said that dancers need to do two types of work. Outer work, which concerns your appearance, your fitness, your shoes, things of external nature, and inner work, which you've just alluded to as well, which is, in your words, inner work is what draws the audience into you and gives depth to your performance.
Yes.
Let's explore both further. What is outer work? What is inner work? What are the differences between the two? And how can dancers work on each? This is Dance 101, I guess.
Yeah. So just to clarify, so asking how can you work on both aspects of yourself?
To become a better dancer.
Well, obviously there's technique 101. There's the training, which is obviously really important. I think I like to say this, and I talk about this in my classes, that there was a reason why you started taking class, and there was that spark, that all the stuff that we talked about earlier about that connection, that thing that, it's like, oh, dance brings me alive. So, and there's this expression, and then you have to have somebody to come around and be like, all right, let me help you refine this, and here are the techniques. This is how you approach this step. And then there is a point in your training where you have to then go, oh, I have to remember the reason why I wanted to start dancing in the first place. So I am always reminding people that they're, especially now with professionals, we're taking class all the time, and you're going to the gym or doing yoga or taking care of your body in that way. And then there comes a point where you're like, oh, I'm so worried about the outside, I have to go back to the inside. It's this thing that I just stated about. It's like finding that balance of working the outside. I call it your outer posture and then your inner posture. And I think a lot of us are so worried about the outer posture, especially now with social media, because it's all about how we're perceived on the outside, and we forget about the inner posture. So that's why I like to, going back to that question before, begin my classes with those moments of coming back to yourself. Can you get in touch with that thing that made you want to dance in the first place?
How do you do that though?
It's for me. You mean like in class? How do I get people to do that, or just in general? How?
Both. Yeah. If I want to be a dancer tomorrow, how do I start doing the inner work?
Well, why would you? I would ask you. Why do you like dancing? And whatever came out, you'd be like, well, I love the way that I can express myself through movement. So I would say, okay, great. You have, you wouldn't start dancing unless there was something inside of you that's like, I want to dance. So it's remembering that, and then making yourself, okay, now I have to go take class. So what style of dance do I want to focus on? And luckily, in New York City, you can find any sort of level, any style of dance to take. You train in that, and then you also keep on coming back to why you started dancing and wanted to dance in the first place. It's always having both things at once, I think, so that one, it's like watering both the outside and the inside, because if you just water one and not the other, then you feel, it's like an unbalance.